Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. So where are the bulls? Where are the bulls? We see a signal, a first sign of the bulls. Let me first of all just tidy that up a little bit. It gets a bit too messy with all these lines on the chart, but everything else is still okay. I move that over here. And I mean, maybe it's turned around. Maybe it's been turning. It's turning around now at the 88.7 fib. It has avoided. So Natgas has avoided to make a new low, and it turned around at the 88.7 fib. And I'm at the moment still focusing on this count. So the count hasn't changed. It just seems to be taking a little while until the bulls show up here. Just to recap, my view is still at the moment, even though probabilities for a direct breakdown increase, but my view is still that we are in this fourth wave. And I don't want to change it yet. I am a bit stubborn in that regard. I could be wrong here. And we know that B waves can be extremely difficult. So I'm counting the move down here as a B wave within this fourth wave. They can be difficult, they can overextend, they can even overshoot to the downside. So even though it's common, but then I would need to count this differently here, which is possible. I could count all of this as a three-wave structure in A, and then an overshooting B wave to the downside is valid in this particular count. And then we still get our C wave to the upside, because at least I wanted to see the 320 level. And I have doubts that this was already the wave 4. This top here on the 3rd of March. So I'm always a bit stubborn. I like to keep my counts alive as long as they are valid, because I'm quite convinced. It's the same story with, for example, the Bitcoin drop when it started in December 21. Its decline when it was like 55K, and I was quite stubborn, just focused on it will go below 29K. It's the same story with gold, where I focused early last year on the downside. A lot of people are still bullish. Downside needs to go to around about 1600. Worked out. Oil, where I have been focusing for a year now on the bearish setups all the way down into the $60 range. So far we're getting there. And here as well. I'd be surprised if this was already the fourth wave. I mean, it is valid technically, but it's just less likely. And we want to take a look at the indicators just to highlight why I think it needs some sort of a reaction to the upside actually. But overall, I mean, my view is still, and I'm not going to change it until it really breaks substantially below the beginning of the of that increase here. The A wave basically, which started on the 22nd of February. But I see this as an A wave, the move down as a B wave, the move up as a C wave. C wave still needs to happen, right? I mean, maybe we have a low in place now. If we have a low, then we'll probably have a bit more information tomorrow, and then I can give you a target for the C wave more accurately. Would be great, because then the expectation would work out that it turns around in this ABC and we get a higher 4. But if you know a little bit about Elliott wave, you'll know that B waves are really difficult. Because they can overshoot to the downside. They can overshoot to the downside quite a bit actually. But I think the bulls need to show up at some point. Interestingly, on the UNG, which I also did talk about before, we've made a new low, so we can look at that as well briefly. But that's still the view. I mean, at the moment, we haven't made a new low. Even with a new low, the B wave thesis wouldn't be invalidated. It just means we have a bit of a stronger pullback than it would normally be ideal. But if you have the A wave as a three-wave structure, and I can find a way to count it like that, then the B wave is not uncommon. It wouldn't be uncommon for the B wave to retrace 90%. Actually, it's what we want. But so far, I've counted it as an A wave in 5 waves, which made more sense to me. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what it does. At the moment, that overall scenario is still valid. It is difficult though to trade B waves. It's difficult. What else to highlight? Well, why do I still think it needs some kind of a reaction to the upside? Well, it's because, you know, we've got still here this bullish crossover on the 2-day MACD. Let's go higher here. We are moving up a little. We are above the bullish. We are above the moving average on the 2-day RSI. On the 4-day, and I think that's actually quite a significant signal. On the 4-day, we have a bullish crossover on the MACD. On the RSI as well. On the weekly, we have a reduction in negative momentum. And if that continues, then I think we have a really good case to make for, yep, this is starting to move up either in this C wave of 4 or in the more substantial bullish rally already. So from the indicator side, especially so the longer term ones, I'm looking here at upside, and I'm still a bit stubborn and wait for that further upside here. Yeah, the problem is with that B wave, it is what it is. You know, they can make new lows, unfortunately, and still be the valid scenario. It is what it is with these B waves. Often when people think markets are being manipulated, it is a B wave. In the last video, I showed you that 88.7 FIB. You can see how nicely it reacted to it, but now we need to see if it turns around here. An additional signal that we are starting to move up now would be a break above the previous swing high of 241. Let's see if we get there. And that's really everything. So this scenario is not going to be changed at the moment. So I will continue to focus on that. And let's take a look at the UNG just quickly. So yeah, here interestingly, it actually made, I think it didn't make a new low. It actually didn't make a new low. But here as well, it's B, yeah, in my opinion. Let me just move that over here. You can see the fib levels. It broke below the 78.6. That's never good, but in a B wave, it's not too much of a problem. If it was a wave 2 here, this pullback, it would now be a problem. But a B wave can do this kind of funny stuff. But yeah, and here's a similar story. Yeah, I'm going to remain focused. I'm going to focus further on the view that we should get a little bit of a move up in a 4th wave before we eventually come down in a 5th. Okay, that's my update about Natgas. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.